Hello, good morning everybody. From the last class, we are started discussing about the second chapter, that is sexual reproduction in flowering plants. In today's class, I am going to discuss these concepts. The first one is pre-fertilization event, second one is male reproductive organ, and the third one is TS of microsporangium. Here, the first event is pre-fertilization event. We already know about the fertilization process. Fertilization means here the process of fusion of haploid male gamete and haploid female gamete to form a diploid zygote. That process is called fertilization, and that fertilization process is also called as syngamy process. Here the name itself indicates that pre means before. Before the fertilization events. The events that takes place before the fertilization are called as pre-fertilization events. In pre-fertilization events, mainly there are two events that takes place. The first one is gametogenesis and the second one is gamete transfer. The first event is gametogenesis. Gametogenesis means it is the process of formation of a gametes or a sex cells within the sex organs or a gonads is called gametogenesis. Here the male and female gametes are formed. The male gamete is considered as the sperm and the female gamete is considered as the egg or ovum, and these two gametes are produced in a particular reproductive structures. And the second one is gamete transfer. The gamete transfer means it is the transfer of male gamete towards the female gamete for the purpose of fertilization. Here the male gamete is transferred towards the female gamete because of the fertilization process will be takes place. In the flowering plants, the male gamete is present inside the pollen grain and the female gamete is present in the ovary. Here the pollen grains they are transferred towards the stigma. That process is called as pollination. In flowering plants, the gametes are transferred by the help of pollination process. And the next concept is male reproductive organs of a flower. In last class, we have studied about flower. In flower, the both male and female reproductive organs are present, and here the male reproductive organs are considered as a stamens and the female reproductive organs are considered as a pistil. The male reproductive organ is a stamen. The male reproductive organ are considered as the stamens, microsporangium and pollen grains. These are the male reproductive organs of a flower. Here the first one is stamens. The stamens are considered as the male reproductive part of a flower. This is the structure of stamen. Here the stamen has three parts. These are filament, anther and connective tissue. The stamen has a slender stalk-like structure that is called filament, and it has a lobe-like structure that is called anther, and that entire structure is called stamen. Here the first part of the stamen is filament. Filament, it is the slender stalk-like structure and they are helps to hold the anthers. This is the anther, and these filaments they are attached to the thalamus. It is the pedicel and it is the thalamus of a flower. Solan part of the pedicel is called thalamus, and these filaments, they are get attached to the thalamus of a flower, and it has anther. In some flower, the filaments are get attached to the petals. It is the petal, and this filament is get attached to the petals. Those stamens are called epipetalous stamens. And the next part is anther. Anther, it is a bilobed structure. Bilobed structure means this is the one lobe and it is the second lobe. It is anther, it is the bilobed structure and it present at the tip of the filament. It is the filament, it is the base of filament and it is the tip of the filament. And these anthers are present at the tip of the filament. And each anther lobe, they are having two pollen sacs. These two anther lobes, they are containing the four anther lobes. These anther lobe, each anther lobe, they are having two pollen sacs. This is the one anther lobe and this one is another anther lobe. Each anther lobe are having the two pollen sacs, and these pollen sacs are produce or they are contain the pollen grains. And the next one is connective tissue. Here the two anther lobes are present and these two anther lobes are connected by the help of a tissue that is called connective tissue that helps to attach these anther lobes. And the next one is structure of microsporangium. Microsporangium or pollen sacs. Microsporangium or pollen sacs, they are present within the anther. See, this is the anther and these pollen sacs, they are present within the anther. Anther, it is dithecous. Dithecous means, di means two, thecus means theca. Theca means these are a pouch-like or a sac-like structures. That's why the anthers are called dithecous. Here, the four microsporangia are present inside the anther. Because of here the one anther lobe has two pollen sacs. Another anther lobe has two pollen sacs. Totally there are four microsporangia. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the four microsporangia are present within the anther. Here the microsporangia means, micro means a small, sporangia means spore producing organ. Microsporangia means a small spores producing organ, they are present within or inside the anther. The two microsporangia, it is the plural and microsporangium, it is a singular. Two microsporangia of an anther lobe to form one microsporangium. It is the one anther lobe and it has the two pollen sacs. These two microsporangia are get combined to form the microsporangium. These two pollen sacs or these two microsporangia are form the microsporangium. Here this is the microsporangia. This is the microsporangia and these microsporangia gives rise to spores. Here the anther lobe, they are having the pollen sacs. These microsporangia has also known as pollen sacs. These microsporangia, they are gives rise to spores which will form the male gametophyte. It means the spores will later form pollen grains. These spores, they are later form the pollen grains. Here we call the pollen sacs. Why? Because these microsporangia, they are form the pollen grains. The microsporangia, they are produce the spores. These spores are later develop into pollen grains. That's why these microsporangia are called as pollen sacs. Clear? Next one is tiers of microsporangium. Microsporangium means a singular. It is the anther. When we take a cross section, means the transverse section of transverse section of anther, it looks like this. When we take a cross section of microsporangium, it is typically or nearly it is spherical in structure. The microsporangium has mainly 4 layers. These are epidermis, endothecium, middle layer and the tapetum. These are 4 layers. They are present within the anther. This is the structure of anther. The first layer is called, the outermost layer is called epidermis, and the second layer is called endothecium, and the third layer is called middle layer. The first layer is called epidermis, and second layer is called endothecium, third layer is called middle layer. And these 3 layers are gives the protection. These 3 layers are gives the protection to the developing pollen grains. Here in tiers of anther, the 4th layer, it means the most important layer or the innermost layer is called tapetum, and that tapetum has a nutritive tissue. That tapetum has the nutritive tissue and it helps to nourishes the developing pollen grain. The main function of the tapetum, it gives the nourishment to the developing pollen grain. In the center of each microsporangium has these are a microsporangium. These are microsporangium. Here the center of microsporangium has a specialized structure, and that specialized structure or tissue is called sporogenous tissue. And these sporogenous tissue, develops a pollen grain. This is the enlarged structure of tiers of anther. The first layer is called epidermis. The first layer is epidermis, and the second layer is, the first layer is epidermis, and the second layer is endothecium, and the third layer is middle layer, and fourth one is tapetum. The fourth layer is tapetum. In tapetum, in the center of microsporangium, a specialized structure is present, that is the sporogenous tissue. Later that sporogenous tissue, it become microspore mother cell. Hope it is clear. Thank you.